Hey Virgo, thank you for being here. Um, Before we begin, I just want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you who's here right now. Whether you've been with this channel for a while or you're joining for the first time, I see you. I read your comments. I feel your energy. And I'm truly grateful for this community we're building together. Your support, your stories, your presence, it all means so much. So thank you for being here. Welcome. Let's dive into your reading. Virgo, your silence right now, it's not what they expected. And that's exactly what's shaking them to their core. You see, they thought they knew you. They thought they had you figured out. They thought you'd react the way you always have, chasing, explaining, defending yourself. But you didn't. You went quiet. And that silence, it's speaking louder than any words ever could. This shift in you, it's powerful, it's deliberate, and it's messing with their entire perception of who you are. Does this resonate with what you've been feeling for so long, Virgo? You've been the one who tries to fix things, the one who over-explains, the one who bends over backward to make others understand you, to make them comfortable, to keep the peace. You've given so much energy to people who never really appreciated it. But something inside you, it shifted. You realized that your words, your explanations, your efforts, they weren't landing. They weren't being received the way you intended. And instead of pushing harder, you pulled back. You chose silence. And now they're feeling it. They're feeling the absence of your energy. They're noticing that you're not reaching out. They're realizing that you're not playing the same game anymore. And it's confusing them. It's unsettling them. It's making them question everything. Because your silence, it's not passive. It's not weak. It's one of the most powerful moves you could make right now. Let me know in the comments if this speaks to you. You see, when you step back like this, when you remove your energy from a situation or a person, it creates a void. And people feel that void. They start to wonder. They start to replay conversations. They start to realize what they took for granted. Your presence, Virgo, it's always been valuable, but you've been giving it away too freely. You've been available to people who didn't honor your time, your wisdom, your care, and now you're reclaiming it. This isn't about playing games. This isn't about manipulation. This is about you finally understanding your worth and refusing to diminish yourself for anyone. The energy around you right now, it's shifting from explanation to embodiment. You're no longer trying to prove yourself. You're no longer defending your choices. You're simply being. And that confidence, that quiet strength, it's magnetic. Have you noticed this shift in yourself? There are people in your life right now who are absolutely thrown off by this change. They're used to you being predictable, responsive, available, and suddenly you're not. You're choosing yourself. You're protecting your peace. You're setting boundaries without even having to say a word. And it's driving them crazy because they can't manipulate silence. They can't twist it. They can't use it against you. Your silence is pure power, and they're feeling powerless in the face of it. This is such an important moment for you, Virgo, because You're learning that you don't owe anyone access to you. You don't owe anyone explanations. You don't owe anyone your energy just because they demand it. You're allowed to withdraw. You're allowed to observe. You're allowed to take all the time you need to figure out what you actually want without interference, without pressure, without noise. And I know this might feel uncomfortable because you're not used to being this way. You're used to being the communicator, the problem solver, the one who keeps everything running smoothly. But that version of you, she was exhausted. She was depleted. She was giving and giving with very little return. And this version of you, the one who's choosing silence, she's reclaiming her power. Does this feel true for you? Let me know in the comments. The people who are being affected by your silence right now, they're revealing themselves. You're seeing who actually respects your space and who feels entitled to your attention. You're seeing who can handle you having boundaries and who becomes aggressive or manipulative when you pull back. This is information, Virgo. This is clarity. This is the universe showing you exactly who deserves to be in your life and who doesn't. Your silence isn't about punishing anyone. It's about protecting yourself. It's about creating space for you to heal, to think, to reconnect with your own inner voice that's been drowned out by everyone else's demands. And in this space, you're discovering things about yourself. You're realizing that you're stronger than you thought. You're realizing that you don't need validation from people who don't see your value. You're realizing that peace is more important than being right or being understood by everyone. And the interesting thing is, your silence is making them reflect. It's making them look at their own behavior. It's making them wonder what they did, what they said, why you're no longer engaging the way you used to. And some of them, they're starting to see it. They're starting to recognize how they took you for granted, how they dismissed you, how they expected you to always be there without ever really showing up for you. But here's what's important. Whether they realize it or not, whether they apologize or not, whether they change or not, that's not your concern anymore. Your concern is you, your healing, your growth, your peace. This silence you're holding right now, it's sacred. It's a boundary. It's a statement. It's you saying, without words, that you matter, that your energy matters, that your time matters, that your peace matters. And anyone who can't respect that, they're showing you exactly where they belong, which is outside of your inner circle. Have you been feeling this call to protect your energy? Share in the comments if you're experiencing this. You've been underestimated, Virgo. People have seen your kindness and mistaken it for weakness. They've seen your willingness to communicate and thought they could say anything to you. They've seen your patience and assumed it was endless. But you're showing them now that you're not who they thought you were. You're not someone who can be taken for granted. You're not someone who will accept disrespect just to keep the peace. You're not someone who needs them more than you need yourself. And that realization, it's shaking their entire understanding of you. This is such a powerful position to be in because you're not reacting from emotion. You're not lashing out. You're not trying to hurt anyone. You're simply choosing you. And that choice, that simple, quiet choice, it's more impactful than anything you could say. Your silence is teaching you something profound. It's teaching you that you don't have to engage with everything. You don't have to respond to every provocation. You don't have to justify yourself to people who aren't trying to understand you. You can just be still and let your absence speak for itself. This is maturity, Virgo. This is wisdom. This is you evolving beyond the need to control how others perceive you. You're releasing the exhausting habit of trying to make everyone understand, trying to make everyone happy, trying to fix everything. And in that release, you're finding freedom. The energy around you right now, it's one of self-possession. You're no longer scattered across 100 different people's expectations. You're gathering yourself back. You're becoming whole again. You're remembering who you are outside of other people's narratives about you. And as you do this, as you honor your silence and your space, you're naturally attracting different energy. People who respect boundaries, people who don't need you to shrink, people who appreciate your presence instead of demanding it. This is the shift, Virgo, from depletion to preservation, from explanation to embodiment, from chasing to choosing yourself. And yes, it's messing with people's heads because they're not used to this version of you. They're not used to you being unavailable. They're not used to you prioritizing yourself. But their discomfort, that's not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to yourself, to your healing, to your peace, to your growth. So keep honoring this silence. Keep protecting your energy. Keep choosing yourself, even when it feels uncomfortable, even when people don't understand, even when you're tempted to fall back into old patterns, because this is you stepping into your power. This is you recognizing your worth. This is you understanding that your energy is precious and you get to decide who receives it. You've been preparing for this moment without even realizing it. All those times you felt unheard, all those times you felt taken for granted, all those times you gave more than you received, they were all leading you here to this place of quiet strength. And now that you're here, you're seeing clearly, you're feeling deeply, you're knowing without a doubt that you deserve better than what you've been accepting. This silence, it's not the end. It's the beginning. The beginning of you honoring yourself, the beginning of you setting standards, the beginning of you living in alignment with your true value. So breathe into it, trust it, let it do its work. You don't need to announce anything. You don't need to explain anything. You don't need to prove anything. Your silence is enough. Your presence in your own life is enough. You are enough. And as you continue to embody this truth, everything around you will shift to match it. Not because you're trying to make it happen, but because you're finally being who you've always been meant to be. Centered, grounded, powerful, peaceful. This is your energy right now, Virgo. Own it, honor it, protect it. You've got this. I don't sell futures. I build architects. No predictions, just the raw truth for the tough ones. Stay magic. Stay in the now. Thank you for being here. Thank you for trusting me with your energy. I'll see you in the next reading.